Everyone, learners, employers, parents, family, friends, really lovely to see you all. And it's great to see the room packed full of graduates today, which is really fantastic. Health and safety, I'm going to do the boring bits, okay? Health and safety, no fire drill this morning. So if there is an alarm, it's straight out the door there. And the toilets, if you haven't already found them, are on the left-hand side there, okay? So I'd like to give a special thank you this morning to ITCS, who are our main sponsor again this year. So thank you to Brian and his team. And Brian is going to be here today as part of the celebration. Also, thank you to Darren and Francis from Agora Cymru as well, and Daniel O'Toole from RMS, who are also supporting the day as well. So also we got a few guests as well today, so appreciate and thank you for you guys to come in this morning as well. So real pleasure for me today opening up and being here to celebrate something truly special, achievement of your apprenticeship frameworks. It marks the end or possibly another step in a journey filled with hard work, commitment and resilience. You've balanced learning with real world experience, gaining skills, confidence and a qualification to be proud of. You should be immensely proud of yourselves this morning. Apprenticeships are a powerful way to learn. They build confidence, open doors, and set the foundation for future growth. And in Wales, they help to change the future of vocational education in a way that's practical, inclusive, and inspiring. And I am absolutely inspired by what you guys have achieved as well. So well done. We're also going to celebrate employers this morning. And we've got a few employer awards to give out because without employer support, apprenticeships wouldn't happen. And thank you to those as well. So we've got nearly 150 graduates today, this morning and this afternoon, which is our best turnout so far, which is amazing. And it's a moment to celebrate not just your success, but also the success of vocational training, because it's grown a lot over the last 30 years. You've shown apprenticeships deserve the same recognition as any other qualification, and today you're leading the way. So let's celebrate properly. There's going to be lots of clapping, and there's no problem clapping, cheering, shouting, not screaming, maybe screaming in a nice way, positive way. Okay, but it's all open, guys. So lots of clapping for everyone who comes up and receives their certificate. Again, a huge congratulations to everyone. You've really earned this moment, and I couldn't be prouder today to share it with you. Well done. Over to Jude Holloway.
Good morning, everyone. I'm very nervous when I use a microphone because I've got a loud voice anyway. So just give me the up at the back if I'm starting to deafen people and people start leaving. It's my very pleasure to introduce myself. My name is Jude Holloway and I'm MD of Gradu8. Today I'm representing all the Educate group, and that includes Educate, ISA training, Haddon training and Aspire to Be. I just want to reiterate a really warm welcome. It's so lovely to see so many of you here, not only graduates, and we know how hard you work to arrive at this point in time, but also friends, employees, colleagues, parents, people that have dragged you through your qualifications in times that are a little bit challenging. So it's so great to see a full venue today, so thank you. Just to say, before I move on to our guest speaker today, just for Educate day in the calendar that they scrap to see who can arrive at. We have names put down from very early on. We've got a really big team that do their very best to look after our apprentices and love it, absolutely love it. So not only are we celebrating for you, I think we're celebrating for us because it fills our life cup up too. So I've got some people I know that are graduating that work for Team Educate, they're nodding. So just say we're here with you and we think you're amazing. So I've got the pleasure of introducing Lisa Hicks now, founder and CEO of an organisation called Snoop. So Lisa is a proud Welsh entrepreneur, inventor and multi-award winning business leader. As the founder of Snoop, she has pioneered a revolutionary approach to sustainable living. She's passionate about the environment, innovation and inspiring the next generation. So Lisa will be far more interesting to listen to than me. So I'm going to welcome her on stage and pass the mic to you then, Lisa.
Good morning, everyone. I too have a loud voice, so if I'm too loud at the front, just put your hand up. I want to just first and foremost say congratulations. Graduation isn't just about today. It isn't about the handshake, the well done, and the ceremony, even though they're really important. It really is a celebration of all the hard work, dedication, sleepless nights, late nights, early mornings, and moments where I'm sure you thought you'd never make it here today. The good news is you did, and you should be very, very proud of yourselves, each and every one of you. I'm certainly very proud to be part of your monumentous day. So congratulations. If I may, I would like to tell you a little bit about how I got to be here myself today. I didn't start life with a master plan or a business handed down to me. I started my life as a mixed race child in the Welsh Valleys. My parents showed me love, resilience, and an unshakable work ethic. I'm here to tell you a little bit about who I am, what my business is, why my business is, why the BBC now love me, ongoing success, and I can talk for Wales. So if we have time, I'll take questions, but if we don't, I'll get them in the break. Okay. I am one of 4 children. I'm the second, 2 boys, 2 girls. My dad started his life as a coal miner at 15. He then went on to be a pipe layer, and he worked on some major projects like the Second Severn Crossing, the golf greens at the Celtic Manor, Tea Haven, and Roger Daltrey's Koi Carp Pond. I don't know if there's anyone in here old enough to know who Roger Daltrey is, apart from me, and there's a few people nodding. But he used to be a really cool pop star, and he's the lead singer of The Who. My mum started her life as a seamstress in the factories, and then she went on to start her own business. She is 4 feet 11, and she is a force of nature. Her business was a scrap iron merchant. So at 4 foot 11, she was the one driving the lorry with the skip on the back, telling all the boys that she employed what to do. She then went on to own a shop and run that. But she was really my first real example of a woman doing it her own way. She's resourceful still, tough still, and quietly entrepreneurial. Though we didn't have much money, my parents worked extremely hard. They just didn't have the opportunities to earn a lot. And I'm sure there's a lot of people in here today that can understand that. It didn't mean that they didn't have drive. They had that in buckets full, and they passed that on to me. I really enjoyed school. I went to Crosskeys College after I did my GCSEs, and I did a BTEC in business and finance. I then went on to the University of Glamorgan, which I think has been renamed to Pontypridd branch of the University of South Wales, or something like that. Okay, it was. I went into the Poly of Wales and I came out to the University of Glamorgan. That's what I remember about that. Sorry, finance university, yeah, but my business journey started much earlier than that. I've been working since the age of 12, babysitting, local Saturday market, selling fruit and veg, sold eggs, worked on the checkouts in the local supermarket. If I wanted something, I had to work out a way of earning the money to get it. Because even though, as I said, my parents worked really hard, there was 4 of us and cash was scarce. After university, I landed what I considered at 21 as a dream job. I worked for the brewery in Cardiff. It came with a, built-in social life. I had a fantastic job. I worked for commercial support, so I would go into the pubs that my geographical area covered, and I would teach them how to sell more beer. If they sold more, we sold more, and it was amazing. But I had a wraparound job. So for those same pubs, if they didn't pay the bill, I was the one chasing them for money and evicting them if I had to. Sadly, we did that a lot as well. It was there I met my now husband. He was in Manchester, so I moved to Manchester, him, and I changed jobs and I worked for First North Western Trains. I ran sales and purchase ledgers for them. We then moved to Leamington Spa and I worked for Volvo Truck and Bus. And I'm naming the businesses because as I've looked back over my career, everything I've done has been in a male-dominated environment. I think having an older brother helped. During my time at Volvo, we were thrown a bit of a curveball and my husband offered a job in Hong Kong. So we went. I thought I would go for 2 years and come back. I didn't even want to go actually in the first place because I loved the job I was doing. But we went and that's where I set up my first business. I'm an internationally qualified personal trainer, group exercise instructor and nutritionalist. So I set up my first business there. Totally different now. It wasn't a big internet thing. It was print off leaflets and, you know, pop them in everyone's doors and things like that. It was absolutely amazing. I loved that job, and it was that moment where I realised I would never work for anyone again. I did that job until 2 weeks before I had my first child. I laugh now because I must have looked hilarious in the gym, but I was in the gym anyway. When he was 1, we moved to Denver, Colorado, and my daughter was born there. When she was 2.5, we moved back to Hong Kong, and my third child, second son, was born in the same room of the same hospital as my first son. After that, when he was 1, we moved to Vietnam, but the ship had sailed on babies, so I stopped with 3. Moving back from Vietnam, again, was a bit of a curveball. As I said, we went for 2 years. I thought I would be desperate to come back, but actually the expat life was brilliant. I missed my family and friends, but they all took advantage and came to stay with us, which was great. We did come back after a year in Vietnam, and I started a lovely little property portfolio. Obviously got the need to do something on an ongoing basis. The children were at school, so I did that. And then lockdown hit. At the time, my husband was working away Monday to Friday, and the children were at school. But suddenly, just like every other family, we were all at home together, and didn't it go on for a bit? It went on and on and on. As an 8-year-old at the time, my youngest was 8, homeschooling him. Oh, yeah, not enough money in the world to pay me to do that again, but it was good fun at the same time. It was then I realised when we were all at home, I think we all reflected a bit on how we live. And I realised just how much single-use plastic was going through my household. Rubbish in general, but mainly single-use plastic. We go through or went through bags and bags of it. So I made lots of changes at home to be more environmentally friendly. Got milk from the local dairy, changed my plastic sponges to cellulose, used sugarcane toilet roll, etc., etc. One area we really struggled, and stay with me, there's a point to this bit. One area we really struggled with was solid bars for hand, hair and body washing. 2 sons and a daughter in the middle. So my daughter wouldn't touch the bar if her brothers had touched it, obviously. My eldest son was a teenager. His bar was covered in hair. I didn't want to touch that either. And my little 8-year-old made up a game called Where Will It Land? He would squeeze the bar until it flew out of his hands and it would go down the toilet, on the dog, on his head, you name it. My husband said, Lisa, I love what you're trying to do, but this is impractical. And we're at home at the moment with time due to lockdown. When we go back to our lives, this is going to be even more impractical. Forever one for a challenge. Before I reverted to liquids for hand, hair and body washing, I wanted to understand what that meant. And it looked like this. In 2019, in the UK alone, from domestic households, we discarded 686 million hand wash bottles, 617 million shower gel, 520 million shampoo, 1.8 billion bottles in 1 year domestically in the UK. 2.9 million tonnes on top of that from hospitality. I didn't want to be part of those numbers, but obviously I didn't want to be fishing the soap out the toilet either. And I realised as a society, we've gotten very used to a dispensing system. Hygienic dosage, nobody wants to touch the bar, share the bar, etc. That was just at home, but generally people don't want to do it either. So I thought if there was a dispenser, so I got all the benefits of the dispenser, but I could get one for solid bars, it would be the best of both worlds. And I searched and searched, but I couldn't find one. So I invented one myself. And this is my business, Snope. It's called Snope because, as you can see in the little tray at the bottom of the dispenser, it looks like snow, but it's actually soap. That's my husband's input. He's very proud about that. This dispenser takes 2 solid bars, and each bar gives 1,000 hand washes and replaces 10 250ml bottles of hand wash, body wash, or shampoo. We have shampoo bars as well. So that dispenser replaces 5 litres of liquid, okay? Which I think is pretty cool. It took 2 years to develop. I invented the help of a design engineer, German design engineer. I wanted to, and we 7 prototypes to get it to where it is today. Totally bootstrapped as well. That means all of our savings, we totally funded ourselves. No angel investors, no godparents, grandparents gave us money or anything like that. We did this ourselves, and I'm immense. It's taken grit and all our savings, but we're here, okay? And it's not just about the plastic. People don't realise hand wash, body wash, shower gel isn't even soap, okay? Soap has 2 fundamental elements. It has the stripping element, which encapsulates the bacteria, all the bacteria, and it has the nourishing element that then protects that natural barrier. It's a glycerine that comes out of the process called saponification, which is how you make soap. Our soaps and shampoos have both of those elements. Hand wash, body wash, shower gel, marketing ploy, if they are exactly the same as washing up liquid. So every time you wash in those, it only has the stripping element. So in the winter, you'll find your hands split, crack, bleed. It's because every time you wash them, you're stripping your natural barrier off your skin. 2 to 5% of what you put on your skin is absorbed by the body. So that's also why we get sicker in the winter. 60% of the liquid that you use also goes down the drain completely unactivated. It slides straight off, okay? When it hits a moving waterway, like a river, it gets agitated and it lathers up, it foams up, as you can see there. This is a picture from the sea in Cornwall during lockdown. Hand washing went up 800%, and that's the result of that, okay? Always asked about anti-bac, and I'll go into that later on if anyone's interested, but basically that's also a marketing ploy. No evidence at all to say anti-bac anything gives you a better wash. In fact, it kills the bacteria, leaves the bacteria on your hands, so you ingest it if you pick up food and so on, but it's also perpetuating antibiotic and antimicrobial resistance. You would think, with everything I've just told you, that it's easy to convince people to come over to the Snope way. It really isn't. I sat with a lovely golf course not far from here, and I told them everything I've just told you. I took their issue to them. They didn't even realise they had one. They've got their own water treatment on site, so I did the analysis, finance background, so I gave them everything they could save, the money they were spending on water treatment because they were using basically detergent, as well as removing single-use plastic from their waste, which they now have to sort, so it would save them time. And they also paid to have their waste removed, so it was saving the money there as well. They still went with a refillable liquid. And that really stung. I must have spent probably in excess of 100 hours with them, and they went with someone else. And it made me realise in that moment, there are people out there that really want to do the right thing. And there are people out there that want to look like they're doing the right thing. And even though it stung, I walked on, okay? I carried on. I do all the strategy and planning for the business. And what I need to do with everyone that I speak to, or what I want to do with everyone that I speak to, is tell them that Snope is actually a thing. Lots of people don't know it's a thing. Explain that actually you're washing in detergent. Lots of people don't know that and would change and do something else. That you're contributing massively to the plastic pollution and water pollution. and that you're literally washing money down the drain. I was sat there, scratching my head, working out another way to market what I'm doing and get the message out there, when suddenly an email dropped in my inbox. Hundreds of people had already said to me, you should audition for a certain show. And I always brushed it off. But when you get an invite from the BBC to audition for Dragon's Den, first of all, I thought, oh, what if they don't like it? I'm going to look like a right idiot on national TV. And I thought, you know what if they don't? At least people will know it's a thing. They know they're washing in detergent. They'll know that they're contributing to plastic and water pollution, and they'll know they're wasting money. So I said yes. My husband was astonished because I'd always said no. The due diligence to even audition took us 5 days to pull together. Had to prove every claim on the website, everything I've ever said in social media, and so on. At the same time, my eldest son is going through his A-levels, and my daughter's going through her GCSEs. Pressure personified at home. And then I actually encountered the biggest loss of my life. My very lovely, very amazing dad suddenly died. Okay? Sorry. Had to tell the BBC, and they said, look, we'll postpone it. Film next year, it's fine. But my husband, by this time, had left his job to join me in the business. A hobby business for us, it's our everything. Puts the roof on our head, it puts the clothes and the food on our table. So despite going through quite easily the hardest time of my life, I had to push on. And this is why I'm telling you about it today. What I did have to do, because my dad died a sudden death, we had to then try and orchestrate his funeral to be in half term. Because if either of my children missed an exam, they'd fail a subject. So again, despite what you're going through, sometimes you've got to put on your big girl's pants or boy's pants, and you've got to do it anyway. Okay, and this is why I'm sharing this with you today. So being one of 4, you think, you'd share the burdens, but you don't. My mum and I sorted the funeral and everything else, and my children and everything, and still had to try and get the audition together. We had to do auditions to camera for Dragon's Den and so on. But you know what I did? I showed up. I got up, I dressed up, I showed up, and this is what happened. See if I can hopefully I can make it work.
Lisa.
Oh,
it's
it's
really
I'm
impressive.
fighting you for this one, Peter. I'm desperate to get in there.
When I saw it, when you demonstrated it, I just got it. So you've asked for £50,000 for 5%. I'm going to offer you all of the money for 10% of the business.
Lisa, Anthony, it's really, really interesting. I think there's a huge education piece to be done, especially as it relates to the direct-to-consumer business. If you do a phenomenal job of presenting this as the antithesis to a current way of working that is unenvironmentally friendly, that is inefficient, then you could start to really eat up that market if you nail the storytelling online, which happens to be my bread and butter. It is what I do. So I'd love to throw my weight behind making sure that this reaches its potential. So I'm going to make you an offer, which is I'm going to offer you all of the money for 10% of the business as well.
Lisa, Anthony, hi Sarah. I absolutely love the business. I love the product. I would love to work with you both, and I'd love to be involved in this. So I'm also going to offer you all of the money, 10% of the business.
I love it.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's brilliant.
Thank you.
I don't know if you know, but I've actually just been part of a campaign saying stop using liquid soap. It's because this is just so much better solution. So I, of course, am going to make you an offer. I'm not going to make it easy for you. I'm going to duplicate theirs. So I'm going to offer you all of the money or 10% of the business. Thank you.
Look, you've created something which is revolutionary.
Thank you.
And I would definitely love to come on this journey with you. So I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to offer you all of the money.
Be kind, Tuka.
No, but you got 10%, and I'm not going to go over 10%. And I'm wondering, do I undercut them or not?
I think you should.
Any chance you got to get it?
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll offer you all the money for 8%.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To be totally transparent, I also think your valuation on the business was fair. Your patents, I think, are very, very valuable. So I would be happy to take part of the business at the 5% stake.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
With what Deborah and I have got with Fussy, it's obvious here. So I'm kind of tempted to say that if I match Deborah's 7.5 and join forces, you've got Deborah and I think you've got the dream ticket.
The sly look that I give them there, honestly was in the depths of grief during this time. But when I stood in that lift, I knew I had one shot and I was going to do my absolute best. My dad would have killed me if I did any less, to be honest with you. And so will my mum, who I'm lucky enough to still have. People say, look really calm. I don't know if anyone in the room's actually seen the whole thing. We were in there for about 2.5 hours and we got about 14 minutes of airtime from that. I wasn't scared when I went in. I had no fear left. From what I was going through in my personal life, speaking to 5 people who, I might never see again anyway, I didn't care about that bit. But what I did have in abundance, and if anyone's seen the clip, they'll hear me say it, when we're in the lift going in, I could hear my heartbeat. The adrenaline was pumping and I was laser focused. Because if you go in to take the chance, do it properly. I over prepare and then I go with the flow. And the only thing I wasn't prepared for was 5 dragons fighting for us. And they literally spent 25 minutes pitching to us. We'll do this for you, we can do this, we can do this. They were going back and forth, arguing with each other. It was absolutely amazing. And it ended like this.
Anthony, Lisa.
Oh,
Sorry, wrong slide. Didn't end like that. That's how it started. Right, here we go.
Right, thank you. Guys, we're massively conflicted. So we're really sad to lose somebody because we've, as I said, really want it to be a couple. So Peter and Deborah, we're going to accept your offer, please.
Oh,
Hey.
Sarah.
Thank you.
Sorry, Sarah. Sorry, Tuka.
Yeah.
Sorry, Stephen.
Thank you.
It happens.
Well
Don't
done.
worry about it.
Yeah.
They had all 5 dragons in the palm of their hands.
I love it.
Brilliant.
Looking
Thank
forward
you.
to it.
Lisa and Anthony leave the den with 2 investors with the experience and expertise to fast-track their business to the bathroom big time.
Oh,
Buzzing.
absolutely
Buzzing.
overjoyed. Just, yeah, it's amazing. I want to dance.
The sheer relief of... Thank you very much. The sheer relief, a bit like what you're feeling today, I'm sure. It was like, you know what? The hardest time of my life, without question. But if you put your mind to it, you can achieve great things. And that dance was just, I couldn't believe I say to my children, of which I have 3, you don't grow in your comfort zone. You grow when you're uncomfortable and you step out. You'll never know what you can achieve if you're comfortable doing what you're doing. You've got to push yourselves. This has led to massive development for me personally as an individual, for the business. I've been on umpteen podcasts. Deborah Meaden's invited me to her parties. Parliament invited me as the only female SME entrepreneur to go and speak at Parliament, and I've just written a paper for their autumn journal. Okay, I went through absolutely comprehensive. this stuff shouldn't happen, but it's happening, okay? Speaker opportunities like today, thank you for having me. I built a team. Alicia's here. Alicia? Alicia's our first team member. We've got someone else as well. We're exporting. I'm mentoring people to go through the show and in business, teaching and talking about resilience. Because if I ever needed it, it was to do this. It really was. And before I finish, I just want to say how great it is that Gradu8 are running an energy and carbon management apprenticeship, because it's saving this planet, which is ours, looking after it, doing our thing. Is not about a few people doing it brilliantly. It's about all of us doing better. I wish you all the very best, all the success in the world. Thank you very much.
I think we can all say that's absolutely awe-inspiring. So thank you very much again. It's really lovely to hear your story. Oh, crikey, now I've got to follow that. Luckily, I just introduced people today, so I won't have too much to bore you with. So I'd just like to invite Brian Stokes to have a few words next from us. He's one of our leads, our headline sponsor today, and Brian heads up an organisation called ITCS, which, as he makes his way down, supports us at Gradu8 fantastically. So both he and his team are awesome. I'll pass you across.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the awesome, Jude. That was great. Yeah, good morning, everybody. I've just got a few words, really. For me, it's a pleasure to stand here representing ITCS as a headline sponsor today, but really just be part of your celebrations in recognising the amazing achievements that you've done. So first and foremost, I'd like to congratulate you all. So let's give each other another round of applause. Come on, there hasn't been that much. Fantastic. So a massive well done, really, in reaching your goal. So when I look at this, so for me, completing vocational courses is no easy task. Essentially, you're adding to what is probably already a busy work-life balance, and finding the time to fit this in around everything else is definitely a hard task. So your achievement is even more impressive, really. And that, to any employer, really just shows your ability to learn and your commitment to your personal and professional development. So it is really, I won't say take your hats off, but if I had one, I would take my hat off to you and recognise what you've done. So at ITCS, we've benefited ourselves firsthand from having skills and fresh ideas that people like you bring to the table. I really want you to realise that you're not just graduates, but you're future leaders that will bring contribution, innovation, and everything that you have to offer to the table. And really, that's where you start off or proceed from this point on, it really. For any company, the importance to grow talent from within is very important, and vocational learning is really part of that. So don't stop now, keep on going. Our first ever apprentice started with us at the young age of 16, 17, I think it was, a young lad called Richard. And he started 1 day a week with us while he was still studying. That quickly turned into 4 days a week and then 1 day studying. Then he came with us full time, but continued learning. He done lots of vocational learning courses, and the guy never ceased to amaze, really. 10 years on from there, Rich became our technical director. We'll fast forward another 10 years. He's now been with the company for 20 years, still heading up our technical director, still learning, still impressing everybody with what he achieves, and is also now a shareholder in the business. So really the message there is those opportunities are there for you. So keep on learning, keep on pushing. You've set this goal for yourself, and well done in achieving it. Keep on setting goals, your next goal, and then really just believing in yourself. If you keep on smashing your goals and believe in yourself, then others will certainly believe in you as well. Just one more thing before I step aside, really, is I'd like to take a moment to congratulate Gradu8 as well. Really just on the amazing job that they do. We work closely with them, but it's great to see the end result, really, that's here today. I'd also like to highlight how they've helped us Some of our guys have gone through some ILM training with you, and that's really made a difference to their impact on our business and their career progression as well. So yeah, I just encourage you all really to continue pursuing this lifelong journey that you're on, really, on continuous learning, and to congratulate you all. Congratulations to Educate on making a positive impact, not just on the learners, but on the businesses that you support within the community as well. So thank you to one and all. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Perfect. So now we're going to get down to the real deal bit of today. So we're going to a little bit of housekeeping first. So bear with me and you will get the flow of this. So we're going to start at the back of the room and we're going to go row by row. And what we'd like you to do, if possible, is to come up with your name. You should have your name tags with you. And what that will give us is your name and the qualification of the apprenticeship that you've studied. And you'll come down by our lovely colleagues here, which will direct you, and then to the front. And the idea is we'll have pass you, we'll hold a scroll, and we'll have a handshake and have a photograph. If you don't want to shake hands with me or don't want to stand too close, you just need to give me the eye, and I'll step aside. Some people like to get very snuggly, possibly not today. But what we'll do, and then if you can leave the area here out to the my right, your left is where I should bring that, out to the left there, and then back to your seat. That would be absolutely brilliant. And just to reiterate what Grant said, we love clapping. We like a bit of whooping. So please don't hold back. You know, we want to fill the room with energy because everyone here has just done an absolutely amazing job. So, and the other thing also I will say is, do have a listen of the apprenticeship frameworks that the graduates have done, because there is a range. There will be a range, which is quite interesting, really. We don't just do one thing. So I'm always very interested to see any equine or animal care. That's my background. So there we go. So what we'll do is we'll start at the back, and if you can be nudged or led by my colleague up there, that'd be great. Are you reading? Oh, there it is, you see? See, I'm not allowed to do anything on my own. Right.
Gareth Guano, Advice and Guidance Level 4.
Congratulations.
Kyle Jackson, Project Management Level 4.
Sorry, I gave the scroll away. Scroll. Yeah. Come on, Rowan. Yeah, no. Sorry, we won't do this for every 100 because we might take some time.
People love it. Lovely. So
Oh, yeah, sorry, there we go.
Lovely. Thank you this way. Last one like that.
Lovely. Thank you. This way, please. There we are. Thank you. Thanks.
Kimberly Johnson, Children's Care Learning and Development Level 3.
That's amazing.
Tyler Joshua, ILM Leadership and Management Level 4.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much. That's lovely. Thank you.
Well done. Congratulations. Yeah.
Michelle Evans, Energy and Carbon Management Level 3.
Congratulations. There we are. Well done.
Ashley Davis, Digital Learning Practitioners Level 3. That's great, thank you.
Lisa Lloyd, Digital Learning Practitioner, Level 3.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Emma Bulpit, Business and Administration, Level 4. Alexandra Giamatti, Social Media and Digital Marketing, Level 3. Susan McNamara, ILM Leadership and Management, Level 5. Ellie Thomas, ILM Leadership and Management, Level 4. Emma Hazel, Health and Social Care, Level 2. Emma Lambert, Advice and Guidance, Level 4.
There we go, lovely.
Thank you. Well done.
Jennifer Powell, Digital Marketing, Level 4.
Lovely, that's great, thank you. Congratulations.
Samantha Parfit, Digital Learning Practitioners, Level 3. Sarah Davis, Health and Social Care, Level 2. Josh Conroy, Social Media and Digital Marketing, Level 3.
That's it, that's lovely. Lovely, perfect, that's great.
Kim Benson, ILM Leadership and Management, Level 4.
That's brilliant. Lovely, that's great, thank you.
Patricia Jones, Business Administration, Level 3. Harris Chandler, Social Media and Digital Marketing, Level 4. Megan Pugh, Social Media and Digital Marketing, Level 3.
That's it, that's perfect. Perfect, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Marcus Evely, Business and Administration, Level 2.
Spot, thank you very much.
Well done.
Hannah Jones, Supporting Teaching and Learning in Schools, Level 3.
Well done, you. Well done. Congratulations.
Kaylee Bentley, Supporting Teaching and Learning in Schools, Level 3. Sean Moss, Project Management, Level 4.
Congratulations.
Simon Gardner, ILM Leadership and Management, Level 5.
Claudette Moses, supporting teaching and learning in schools, level 3.
Scroll in that hand.
Scroll in that hand.
Yeah, there we go. I could confuse anyone.
I love a bit of joke.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Joanne Bryant, leadership and management of health and social care, level 5. Melissa Giles Minot, business, level 2.
That's it, that's lovely. Brilliant. Again, hold the scroll up just a touch for me. That's it. That's it there. Brilliant stuff. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. Have a good day.
Jonathan Paul Lewis, energy and carbon management, level 3.
That's it, that's lovely. Amazing stuff. Well done.
Congratulations. Well done.
Alison Price, advice and guidance, level 4.
That's it, that's lovely.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for that.
Angela James, ILM leadership and management, level 5. Tanya Jones, animal care, level 3.
Well done.
Katie Jones, ILM management, level 5.
Congratulations. Well done.
Lana Pocock, advice and guidance, level 4.
Oh, well done.
Abby Dowd, children's care learning and development, level 3.
Yeah.
There we go, lovely. Lovely stuff, thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Karen Morgan, leadership and management of health and social care, level 5. Diane Lowe, supporting teaching and learning in schools, level 3.
Thank you.
Joan Francis, supporting teaching and learning in schools, level 3. Nicola Rowe, health and social care, level 2. Christopher John Bolton, project management, level 4.
Sorry. Congratulations.
Hayley Pomsford, advice and guidance, level 4. Jennifer Gooding, digital learning practitioners, level 3. Kim Howarth, digital learning practitioner, level 3. Kaylee Williams, supporting teaching and learning in schools, level 3. Victoria Ann Evans, health and social care, level 2. Bartosz Bugaski, advice and guidance, level 4.
That's it. Perfect. Lovely. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sarah Ekbabur, social media and digital marketing, level 3. Althea Cooley, social media and digital marketing, level 4.
That's lovely. Brilliant. That's perfect. Thank you.
Rachel Thomas, clinical healthcare support, level 3. Jordan Davis, project management, level 4.
Well done. Well done.
Nick Williams, project management, level 4.
Well done.
Katie Naboa, advice and guidance, level 4. Anthony Ayawale, health and social care, level 2. Louise Markle, children's care, learning and development, level 3.
Oh no, don't worry, gosh.
Cheyenne Rackmore, children's care, learning and development, level 3. Chloe Kennard, children's care, learning and development, level 3. Joanne Winston, ILM, leadership and management, level 5. Amy Sims, ILM, leadership and management, level 5. Chris Reeks, social media and digital marketing, level 4. Harry Ella Jones, business and administration, level 3. Hannah Plesier, project management, level 4. Emma Jenkins, ILM management, level 4. Donna Diffie, supporting teaching and learning in schools, level 3. Victoria Prince, supporting teaching and learning in schools, level 3. Tracy Fox, supporting teaching and learning in schools, level 3. Rachel Meredith, advice and guidance, level 4. Emily Wilton, energy and carbon management, level 3. Tasmin Peckham, advice and guidance, level 4. Tallulah Smith, hairdressing, level 2.
Thank you. Crikey, who knew there were so many variations of holding a scroll? This is where my team don't allow me to always do things on my own because I go a little bit rogue. So anyway, just congratulations. It's so lovely to meet you all and hear all about the apprenticeships, the variety that you've done. So again, another huge congratulations. So what we're doing also this morning is we've added in another section that we felt we were very passionate about in terms of, I think it's been said before, that apprenticeships only can be delivered if we have willing and good employers. And I think we're all advocating parity of esteem with apprenticeships and going to college and university, but it does stem from having really, really good employers, because obviously they've got to be supportive of the environment, they've got to provide time for people to learn outside of just learning on the job. So we are now going to just go forward and award some awards actually for our outstanding employers. So learning doesn't just happen in isolation, as we've said. It takes partnerships, it takes encouragement, and it takes a shared belief of the skills that are going to transform people's lives. And we're talking, in most cases, about social mobility, promotion, just having skills to do your job. So we feel really passionate about it. And some of our and we see that. So today we're proud to honour 3 of our employers. There were so many, and the way that we arrived at this was we had nominations from across the businesses and across our staff and teams, and we had lots and lots and lots. So we've got 3 categories this year. So one being Employer of the Year. Now this is for outstanding contribution, outcomes and alignment with Educate values. We then have a Jobs Growth Wales Plus, which for people that aren't massively familiar with that is for younger learners that are maybe coming out of school and aren't ready yet for an apprenticeship. So these, in most cases, are learners that are new to the workplace. Oh, there we are, I got a bit closer. So we've got Jobs Growth Wales Plus Employer of the Year, and this is recognising excellence in supporting these learners that sometimes come with a number of challenges. You know, starting in the workplace, we all can I remember that? It was a long time ago, but you know, working's a bit different from being at school, isn't it? And the third one, Small Business Partner of the Year. So celebrating the big impact of small employers. And small employers for us is less than 50 employees. What I would like to say, just to say another thing, is the economy is supported by all of these micro businesses and small businesses, and without these very, very willing employers, we would struggle to provide enough apprenticeship places for all of the people that would like one. So we're going to award the trophies now. So we're going to start with Jobs Growth Wales Plus Employer of the Year, and that was won by Style by Casey and Company. And we've got our Director of Sales to come up and collect that award. Well done. Yeah, I got to drop the mic. There we go. Congratulations, Style by Casey and Co. So now we've got Employer of the Year, and this is an organisation that's been with us for a number of years, and they're our go-to in terms of trying to pull in their views about apprenticeships in Wales, and we've lent on them quite a lot for helping support when we've needed them. So the winner of Employer of the Year is Transport for Wales.
This is when you get old, I tell you. It's rubbish getting old, isn't it? There we go. Okay, thank you. Are we going this way then? That's brilliant. There we are. Congratulations. That's great. Congratulations, well done. Thank you.
And the final award winner of this morning is Small Business Partner of the Year. And again, hotly contested, and the winner is Laura Johnston Lifestyle.
We are matching. Yeah. On the phone, apparently.
That's great. Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Thank you so much. Pleasure. No, thank you.
Just wanted to say congratulations to all of our winners and all of our employers. As I say, without the employers supporting apprenticeship programmes, we would be slightly challenged. So then I'm now going to move, then I'm going to now, it's a clumsy sentence, I'm going to pass on to my colleague now to give us some closing remarks on the ceremony, but just if I don't see any of you in a minute with a glass of Prosecco, just a huge congratulations. Enjoy the moment. These moments are fleeting. Enjoy it, and then go and find your next hard thing to do. Who knows where that might be. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and graduates, what an amazing occasion today has been. It's my privilege as Customer Account Director at Educate to close the ceremony and reflect on what today represents. First, I want to take a moment to thank our speakers. The words of encouragement have set the tone for the celebration, reminding us why education and skills matter now more than ever. I would also like to express our gratitude to our sponsors, whose support has helped make today possible. And of course to our marketing team for creating this amazing day. But most importantly, today is about you, our graduates. Each of you have reached this point through hard work, determination, and resilience. This ceremony isn't just about qualifications, it's about celebrating personal journeys, unique challenges, and the growth you've achieved along the way. For me, today is more than just a work event. I've spent more than 20 years with apprenticeships, and I've seen firsthand the power of learning and how it can change lives. Someone taking their first step into work, or an experienced professional retraining for a new challenge, learning creates opportunity. It builds confidence and opens doors that may once have felt closed. That's why we're here today, to celebrate not just what you've achieved, but the possibilities that now lie ahead. In today's world, where industries evolve quickly and opportunities in unexpected places, what truly matters is your ability to adapt, to learn, and to stay curious. Lifelong learning is no longer a nice to have, it's an essential part of thriving and work every day. At Educate, we believe strongly in this, which is why our progressions desk is always here to help you consider what's next. Whether that's building on your current skills, exploring a new career path, or returning to learning later on. So as you leave here today, my message is quite simple. Be proud of who you are and what you've achieved. Hold on to the friendships you've made and the knowledge that you've gained and the determination that got you here. These are the foundations for the future of which you build. Your qualification is the passport. Where it takes you is entirely up to you. Congratulations once again to each and every one of you. On behalf of everyone at Educate, I wish you every success in the exciting journeys you have ahead. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your celebration.
Yeah.